Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody at the Chi Omega Foundation for honoring me, and thank you, Sharon, for that beautiful, very generous introduction. And thank you to my daughter, Hannah, who traveled here from New York from her internship to be here. And a big congratulations to my fellow honoree, Nancy Perrier, for her truly remarkable work. Wait, I gotta fix my hair, that looks really weird. Right. So much better. Seriously. I must say, it's a little intimidating and even embarrassing to be honored alongside Nancy. Let's see, entertainment executive, surgical oncologist, making movies, treating cancer. One sounds just a little bit more impressive to me than the other. But looking at it another way, all of us in this room are women of achievement, at least the ones that are women. Regardless of our age, or how many prizes we've won, or how few prizes we've been awarded, we've still accomplished a lot. Because let's face it, we do a lot. At different times of our lives, we struggle to be good daughters, girlfriends, partners, siblings, friends, wives, mothers, and grandmothers. We try to do right by those who are important to us. Often, we're the emotional and spiritual leaders of our families, and sometimes we're the breadwinners as well. At times, we play several of these roles at once, and we feel crushed beneath the weight of expectations. We're frustrated with our lives as we're pulled in conflicting directions. We sometimes become frustrated with ourselves when we fall short of who we want to be. Conversely, sometimes too many of these labels fall away at the same time. When our parents pass, we feel the loss of not being a daughter anymore. When a marriage falls away or a spouse dies, we lose another part of our identification. When a child leaves for college, as many of us know, we feel less needed as a mom. Sometimes we feel adrift as our status relative to our loved one changes. We also struggle to get good grades and test scores, to make productive lives for ourselves, whether it's inside the workforce or outside, and to make meaningful contributions to our overall society. We're forced at times to confront significant obstacles, such as challenges to our health or our financial well-being. And as we struggle, we could do a lot worse than to look back at the Chi Omega Symphony as a guidepost. As we know, the symphony reads in part, to work earnestly, to speak kindly, to act sincerely, to choose thoughtfully that course which occasion and conscience demand. Those words remind me of my wonderful sisters at Z Chapter, and I'd like to take a moment to talk about my relationship with them throughout the years. Historically, I've not been a big one for looking backwards, just as my kids would tell you I'm not a big one for sitting down. I'm always looking forward to the next goal, relentlessly moving forward. And by the way, I recognize that this is not necessarily a positive trait at all times. I wear a t-shirt at home that says relax all across the front of it, and Hannah calls that my oxymoron shirt. I actually was taking a spinning class last week, and the teacher came up to me during the class and he pointed to the shirt, that relaxed shirt, and pointed to me and he was like, I can't even spin right, but anyway. After our family moved, when I was 13, our family moved from a working class area of Chicago to the relatively ritzy suburb of Glen Ellen. I didn't look back at the old neighborhood too much, and I didn't really keep in touch with my friends there. I couldn't wait to see what my new school, my new neighborhood would bring. And when I graduated from St. Petronell's School in Glen Ellen in 8th grade, I didn't really keep in touch with my friends there either. I was looking forward to attending public school at Glenbard West and seeing what non-Catholics were all about. When I graduated from Glenbard, I looked forward eagerly to my life at Northwestern. I was anxious to see if I could hold my own academically and socially with peers from all across the country. I had a magnificent time at Northwestern and especially loved my friends at Chi Omega. I loved the gorgeous house in the quad, the traditions, the camaraderie, the energy, and I thought of it as one gigantic sleepover with all my best friends. But again, upon graduation, I was looking ahead to a new marriage and my life in New York, and anxious to see if I could succeed at a Madison Avenue advertising agency. As much as I loved my Chi Omega sisters and friends, I kept up with very few as I forged ahead to make my career and my family. But then Facebook came along, and my Z Chapter sisters started to pop up one by one. We started our own Facebook page and began to chat, to share pictures of our kids' proms and our family vacations. Spurred by our online reconnection, we began to organize. We started getting together in person. We had organized reunions, regional lunches, and visits with one another as we were crisscrossing the country to take our kids to look at colleges or going on family vacations. In the last year, I've gotten together with Z Chapter friends in Los Angeles, in Berkeley, Chicago, and in Madison. And I have a daughter who's a senior, rising senior in high school, so we're gonna be doing more crisscrossing, so I hope to see more sisters and friends in the next year. It's been absolutely fascinating to me to see the divergent paths taken by these remarkable women, and to discover that even after 35 years apart, the fundamental connections remain solid. Facebook, although much maligned and problematic at times, has also reconnected me with friends from my old neighborhood in Chicago, from Glen Ellen, and from my days of working in New York. These familiar faces join together on my computer screen in a different kind of symphony, reminding me of where I came from and of the different routes people can choose, starting off from the exact same point. My wish for my Chi Omega daughters, Hannah and Katie, is that they will stay in contact with their sisters more continuously, and also that they'll find the same kind of friendship, support, and inspiration that I found from my Z Chapter sisters. I urge them to support Chi Omega and urge all of you to support Chi Omega financially and in other ways throughout your lives for your own reward, but also to help young Chi Omegas who come up through the ranks. I've had the occasion in recent years to meet with and more often talk on the phone with young Chios from all over the country who find me and use the sisterhood as a networking tool. I think there's one here tonight I talked to yesterday, Samantha Markovitz. So anyway, I never turn them down, and I never find anybody who isn't fundamentally like the Chi Omegas I already know. They are young women who are above snobbery of word or deed, and they remind me of the young women of Z Chapter in the 1970s who were my sisters then and have become my sisters once again. Thank you so much for honoring me, and congratulations to all of us women here tonight who do too much, but often do it smashingly well. Thank you.